Hey everyone. Oh my goodness. Hi Karen Bristol. Hi Kathy W. Hi LF. Um, Thank you all for your well wishes during the week. My ear's not 100%, but it's certainly so much better. It's been years and years and years since I've had such a bad little girl, really, since I've had such a severe earache. But so even now, um, I know I'm going to have to go and lie down for a while because sitting up for a few hours can hurt the ears. So I have to sit up and do stuff and then take a break. But anyway, it's been an interesting week. It's been a heartbreaking week. Seeing those pictures out of Uvalde. So I'd like to open with hello to all my lurkers and also hello to everyone who chooses to watch my videos later. And I know there's quite a lot of people who do. Thank you. Hi, Aline. Hi, Linda B. And and I hope you continue to get a lot of joy and laughter out of my videos. I do aim for that. Yeah, but firstly, I'd just like to send ask everyone to join me in a prayer to the people of Uvalde. This event is it's not a one and done, if you know what I mean. It's going to rock that community for a very, very long time. And in the times that follow, for however long, I'm asking Universal Spirit and whoever you want to ask to keep sending as much energy to comfort and help the people of Uvalde. Okay. Hi, Margelle. How am I feeling? I'm still, still, the ear's still healing. It's still going to take a few more days, but yeah. Thank you. It was an extremely severe earache. My face was swollen. Like, this is my face normally. It was like out there, like that, sort of all up there. It was, like I said, I've been a little girl. It's been since I was a little girl that I've got an earache that bad, at least as far as I can remember. And I do feel like I was lucky to be able to get into the doctor when I did, because I feel like I might have ended up in hospital with septicemia if I hadn't been able to be started on antibiotics that day. But it was pretty horrific. So thank you for the well wishes and everyone. And yesterday, to my members, I do have to apologize. I did hold an extra open session last night after I realized that I used the link. I set up the meeting and I was sitting there for 2 hours waiting for someone to join me, and didn't realize until like 6 o'clock last night or 7 o'clock last night that I hadn't actually joined the meeting I'd set up myself. Brain fart due to the earache, I guess. And I'd done it three times on Friday, and once on Friday and twice on Saturday. So yeah, I am feeling a lot better, but I'm not usually up to my rip roaring self. But there are two people. Hopefully they'll join this morning, and when they do, they apparently hopped on, joined the meeting. I was a no-show, so they had a chat for themselves. So when they come on, I will yeah, I've already, they're like, oh no, that's fine, it's not. So I actually sent out another little thing last night and said, look, I just realized this, so I'm available now. I've done it properly. And somebody did join me, which was nice. So my apologies. Windmills. What's that about, windmills? Yeah, my jaw was misaligned too, and I could not eat anything that needed chewing. I could only eat really soft stuff that I could just pretty much swallow. Yeah. And I just couldn't eat for days. Food was bleh. So I have to get another course of antibiotics tomorrow and organize it tomorrow. And yeah. But anyway. I'll call the pharmacy, actually. Guys, just excuse me for just a wee minute, okay? Just look at uncover these comments about windmills. Uncover the news. Oh, look, he's got a thing about windmills. I remember him going, about them ages ago. Hi, Uncover the News. 171 sign in, Marjorie, Eileen, Bonnie Russell. Yeah. The man is just so horrible. And yeah, in fact, he is so viral. Sorry, guys. He is so viral that so viral. He stood up at the NRA thing and he read out the names of all the children killed and the teachers killed and got all blah 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 about them. And I just think, and then said that, you know, his usual rattle on, and that's just so viral. So today, I don't want to give any energy to him. And yeah, he went, not at the end, he went to a rally afterwards or something and did that, and he's using them for political. Yeah, it did. So I won't do any readings on the Orange Terror today. I don't want to give him any energy. I will look at some of the other nasty people, but I don't want to give him any energy. Okay. I human generic. So when I come on Tuesday night, my time, Tuesday morning, yours, I will I'll have a look at him then. But today, no Trump today. So when someone new comes on and I haven't said hello, can you someone type up no readings on Trump today? Just that. Doing it at a campaign rally. It's just so wrong. It's vile. I will do readings for this coming week. Yes, Uncover the News. I might rather than do them all in one block, I might do them throughout the next couple of hours. So how about we start off, and we will start off with the US. And normally I just do a general reading. That what I thought I would do today is ask what the next week is going to bring for the US. So, yeah, it's a Trump 3 zone. I will look at Abbott and Cruz and that teacher, I think we've all read about one of the teachers who was killed and her husband just dying 2 days later of a massive heart attack. And I do believe it was his heart broke. His heart broke and he just couldn't deal with it. And yeah. He was. Yes, they can. If they want to, they can change their name. Interesting question. Uncover the news. I'll have a look at that too. But first, at the moment, I'm going to look at the US this coming week for the US. God to the highest truth and compassion at this coming week for the US. Just fury. And apparently there's reversals in this deck. So the Ace of Coins reversed. Lost opportunity. This is Sunday. And frustration. I know that Chuck Schumer did not force a vote on these laws before the recess, Memorial Day recess. And there's some anger against that. And I do know that a Democratic state senator for Texas, I can't remember his name, I'm really sorry, went into Abbott's press conference and he said, please bring us back early so we can vote on these things, on reforms and stuff. And of course, yeah. But yeah, there's a feeling of a lost opportunity of striking while the iron's hot. I don't think it would have made any difference on those, for that legislation, the federal legislation that the Republicans don't want to pass. But he was saying it would be a waste of time because they're already on record. But no. Monday. It's the Six of Coins reversed. And it's like just this feeling of frustration and the fears and the wishes of the American people just not being validated. And they're still, I know it's Memorial Day weekend over there, but there's still a lot of anger at how uneven this is. So this is the Six of Coins reversed. There is no balance here. There's more guns than people. That should not be the case. And there's anger that the people who you trust to do the right thing will not do the right thing because of money. Hi, Harley girl. Tuesday, the Knight of Swords. I'm getting a flurry of activity on Tuesday, like all around the place. The wonderful organisation that actually started after Sandy Hook, and I saw the young guy from Florida. He's 25 now, but he was 15 at Sandy Hook, and he's standing for Congress in Florida. He's a Democrat, and again, I can't remember his name, but I do want to do it. I know who I mean, so I do want to do a reading on him as well. But a flurry of activity and of protest and of people storming. They're not going to just go away after Memorial Day weekend in Texas, especially. It's every day. Wednesday, the Magician. This is a high impact day. What is it? It feels like it could be a turning point day, but it might feel like a miracle, whatever happens here, but as with all magician's tricks, there's a lot of hard work behind it. And it's like some hard work is going to pay off. Will Chuck Schumer recall the Senate early? They stuff you 2-week break. You've had Memorial Day weekend. Will he recall the Senate early? Is that what it is? So I've just asked that question about the Magician. I asked, will Chuck Schumer recall the Senate early? Like on Monday, say, right, be here Wednesday. And there's a possibility he might actually do that. I think everyone should email his office and say, recall them early. Thursday and force a vote. And then they can go back on their holiday. Consensus. Thursday consensus. This is in the US. And it's the Lovers. So Wednesday and Thursday are going to be significant days in the US. Can everyone hear me okay? I've got the Lovers. So consensus and agreement. Why don't you say hello, sweetheart?
Hey, Brenna's.
Hubby's here.
I'll leave you to it, baby.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Rolandi Baker. Oh, sweetie, could you grab me that box of tissues that's over next to the lounge? It's on the floor. Oh, Friday. It's the Four of Wands. And more like I felt like memorial services where might be happening around the country for the people who have lost, and there are still kids in hospital, still people in hospital. And this is minor celebration, and not that it happened, but to celebrate and remember these young lives that were cut short, and the two wonderful women who put their bodies in front of the children. And so this could be a day of remembrance for them, and not to celebrate their loss, but to celebrate all the things that they brought into the world while they were here. I saw all the kids in different schools around the country walking out of class and going, like in Michigan, where they had those 4 students killed in November, where they walked out onto the football field and they formed a U. I'm seeing more and more of that. Saturday, the 10 of Wands. There's just going to be a feeling like not victory after struggle, but struggle. Maybe a feeling that shock is worn off and things, and people, the whole country might be feeling like they're in this struggle alone. And in this particular case, they are. No. This I know who David Hogg is. The young man I'm thinking of, he's not David Hogg. Yeah, he is from Florida, and he was one of the people who helped organise the march after Parkland, March for Our Lives, is it? Hi, Sweet Pea. David Hogg is such a wonderful, all of the young people who've come out and stepped up are wonderful, and they are true leaders. March for Our Lives, yes. If you can go, do. If you can't, I'm sure they'll have ways on their site to help, in which to support them. But Saturday's just going to feel like a struggle, but resting after a struggle, like resting after a week of a highly emotionally charged week for the US, which is like, we have to stop. We can go no further here. We've gotten where we, and of course it'll be the Saturday, the end of the week, but it's like we need to step back and give ourselves time to step back and recover from a very emotionally charged week. It's going to be a very emotional week in the US everywhere. There's going to be debates everywhere. There's going to be a lot of energy building. It's going to be calls, I think, for Schumer to call people back, even if it's just for a couple of days, and get that one vote done. Yeah. Bo Hopkins has died. He's a musician, isn't he? So that's the US for this week. Now, yeah, start. Yeah. Actor. Okay. Ontario. I will have a look at the Ontario elections on Thursday. Uncover the news. I'm doing the rounds, but I'm doing them, breaking them up. So I'll look at Canada next in a little while. So let's have a look. Can somebody take care of that troll, please? Yeah. Yeah. I will ask. I will. Okay. So, how was Beto's interruption? Some will see it as grandstanding, but it's not. He's so passionate, and they know, they've seen him do things just driven with passion, and it wasn't. But I don't think he really stopped to thought what it was in that scene. But he went in there, and he was there from the start of the conference for 15 minutes, and he let them go and talk, and then he's like, not good enough. So when Charles takes over the crown, will he change his name? Seven of Coins. He's definitely thinking about it. That flipped out. That flipped out. The Seven of Coins. Oh, and the Hermit. Caution. The Hermit. Oh no, it's the Eight of Coins. Sorry, not the Seven of Coins. But he is. He's definitely thinking about it. Studying up and thinking, maybe for caution's sake. But I feel like he feels like he shouldn't have to give up his name. And the Knight of Wands. I think he might keep his name. I think he's feeling isolated, and he doesn't. He knows that the general English public, who really shouldn't have a say in it, he feels isolated by the, attitude towards him by a lot of people. And screw them. He's done a lot of good, but yeah. But no, I think he might end up saying, screw it. This is what I want, and this is what I'm going to do. And if you don't like it, stuff it, in his very polite way. Yeah. Hello, Bubba. How about you sit here, sweetheart? Here you go. why don't you sit there? Yeah, no, not going to sit there. No, you're going to sit right here. Okay. Well, maybe if you can sit back a little. Oh. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, Trump free zone today. Yeah, so no, I think he'll keep his name. Okay. What is the fate of Ted Cruz? Oh yes, he was. Apparently, the lieutenant governor pulled out, and Abbott addressed them via video, but wouldn't go in person. So Wednesday and Thursday are going to be high impact days in the US, and the whole week is going to be about this. And there's so many questions. I'm going to ask first, why did it take the police 12 minutes to do a 3-minute drive? The police station was only a mile away. 3 minutes, apparently. There's no need to rush. There's no need to rush. Attitudes that are suspended in time. Their perspective on the situation is not good. It's like major arcana. Why? They sort of hoped it would just be, hoped it would just work its way out, so that there wasn't really any need to rush, even though people were saying, hey, this guy's heading towards a school and he's got a gun. It's like, yeah, they sort of hoped it would work out for itself. Like he'd just walk off down the street away, or, abandon the gun. And no. Bad attitude. Was some of it, because it's a horrible question to ask, but I feel it's got to be asked. Was it that part of it that the school is largely Hispanic children? Dear. The Ace of Wands reversed. Not wanting to expend their energy. Even though some of the police officers, that was their own kids in that school, not wanting to spend that energy. An attitude of somebody else's problem, the school district police problem, they'll take care of it. Not even sure if someone was there. So bad attitude, really sloppy policing. I'm feeling like I have, ever since yesterday, I've been going, they need to see the 911 calls that came in. Yeah. Oh, yes, during the thing, yes. And I think everything, including the first calls about this guy crashing the car and walking around with a gun. Every 991 call has to be examined. And they will be. Here's what I call the Kirsten Dunst card, because this girl reminds me of Kirsten Dunst. The 7 of Pentacles, this review. In the first instance, I think there's something in the first 911 calls as well, and it's just, yeah, bad attitude and not really, and yeah. Oh, there are, I don't know, the sheriff in that county is elected, but he's going to be out. But bad attitude, hoping it go away, and yeah, unfortunately, some of it, you know. Oh, I knew Grandma. In Texas, they're elected? Yep. I think in most states they are. Oh, yeah. So the on-scene commander needs to be turfed. Totally turfed. Now, let's look at Ted Cruz. Unfortunately, the casualties from this are going to stretch into years. These children are over the age that a lot of the kids from Sandy Hook and all that, it's like they were young enough that they might, get through their teenage years, but oh God, the casualties from this incident, they're not over, and they'll be stretched out over years. But I'm not going to go there, okay? There's some of these kids are never going to be able to cope. Yes, I know. You should not be able to take your children to gun conventions or to things like the NRA convention and things like that. It shouldn't be allowed. It should be against the law. The sheriff there, Earth, King of Dis. He's really so sure that this was his job, to ensure the safety Will he be? I don't think he'll even run. Will he resign? Discontent. Oh, yeah, people are going to let them know. They don't want him there. I think there will be a real concerted effort for him and a few other senior officers to resign. Driver 7 of Wands. He's gonna be. He's a pompous twat. Just with that King of Earth thing, this guy, he's a real pompous twat. That sheriff, and he's gonna stand and defend himself and say blah 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 blah. But there's nothing. There's nothing he can do that's going to. Yes, they will. They will. They will have PTSD. Eight, 9, 10-year-old children should not have to deal with the kind of memories and trauma that adults deployed to war zones have to deal with. They shouldn't have to. It's bad enough that adults who've been deployed to war zones should have to deal with it, but that's the sort of thing they're going to get. That's, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Defeat, 5 of Swords. Yeah. He's going to end up going. He's going to try and defend himself against a really discontented community, but no, he's going to go. 5 of Swords. He's going to end up going. Rivalry, he's going to have to stand up, and I think there's somebody who's going to stand up and say, there'll be a special election. I think he's going to, yeah, and he might run again, but if he does, he's going to, but no, I think he's going to be defeated. I think he's going to be pushed out. Will there be a special election? King of Cups. Stability. Because so much was done wrong. And look, I'm sorry, guys, but that State Department of Public Security or whatever it is, their job isn't to ensure safety. It's to cover up mistakes. But you can't cover this one up. It's the end of May. Okay. Where's my calculator? Since the start of the year in the US, oh my God, there have been 43 mass shootings a month. One a day. Over one a day. More than one mass shooting a day in the US. If you go for averages. Water, King of Cups. This I know that Biden's going to visit. Blue. I think this is a blue wave. I think this is a blue wave. Yeah. Too many. Suzanne Lay. Susan Lay. Will she get the deputy Liberal leadership? Abandonment, 8 of Cups. She might not get the votes. Reward, 10 of Cups. And then she might. Yes or no, will she get it? Potential, Page of Wands. If the vote were to be held today, she wouldn't get it. But tomorrow, I think she'll have talked around enough people. Yes, yes, one of them lost his daughter. Yep. Yeah, that's true too. The officer whose daughter was killed, he wasn't on duty. Once he heard what was going on, he went out. The cruiser was at home and he jumped in and he drove there. But yeah. I think that it was extreme incompetence. The slow reaction time, there's no excuse for it. No excuse. And there was some attitude on some person's part that it wasn't really that urgent. So they took their time in getting it out or whatever. And I think that will the 911 calls be released? Hi, Celtic C. Hi, Marie Sutton. I'm so sorry, my darling, about it's awful. It's heart sickening. Delusion, 10 of Swords. Yeah. Disillusion. Yeah. They are going to be released. And honestly, people are going to feel a real sense of betrayal. A real sense of betrayal. Especially after what came out about the 911 caller with the Buffalo shooter. A woman was in there calling 911 and she was whispering, and the 911 operator got up her because she was whispering and then hung up on her. But the same person called her boyfriend and a work colleague, and she was using the same tone of voice to them, and they heard her clearly. So, it's a lot of disillusionment. A lot of disillusionment. Hi, Apple. Hi, Celtic Seer. McCarthy. Yeah, he's going to be charged. quiet dignity. Biden's going to bring quiet dignity, and he won't do anything grand. That's not his style. I don't even know what I was thinking about, but I've just drawn the restriction with the 5 of discs and bondage with the 8 of swords. He's already signed an order for police reform. And he's not a believer in using executive orders for anything willy-nilly. But I think he's thinking about it. I think Biden, because I was just saying, Biden came in my head, and these two things came out. Restriction, 5 of discs, and bondage, 8 of swords. He might be thinking about an executive order. Will Biden issue an executive order? The Green Man. Quite possibly. Green Man, of course, is the Fool in this instance with this deck. I'm using the Sacred Circle Tarot. It's a beautiful deck. Beautiful deck. This is the Fool or the Green Man. He's thinking about it. Sheila did a live last night, my time, this morning in the US. I hopped on and joined for a while, and she Abbott's in the hot seat, so I'm going to have a look at Abbott. They do have blood on their hands, yes. Yeah. How will Biden's visit go? We've got a tower. What does this mean? I mean, a tower it can be about penetrating insights, but it usually means it's the destruction of belief. The dismantling of a belief or the dismantling of indoctrination. Will he and the First Lady be safe? yes, 10 of Cups reward. They will be safe. But it's, who is it a tower moment for? Who is the tower for? Who is Joe Biden's visit is going to be a tower moment. The underworld. 14. Now, I'm just going to read that because this deck, it's gorgeous, but it does have a couple of extra cards in it, okay? So I think it's got 23 or 24 major arcana. Oh, okay, right. Initiation. Okay. Yeah, in this deck, the underworld is the devil and initiation. So 14 is the devil and initiation is 15, 16. So the devil. I think his visit is it's going to be the start of some big changes that are going to take a while. They're not going to happen overnight, my darlings. But I think he'll be safe. He's not going to meet with any of the police. And I do feel that there will probably be a Department of Justice or an FBI investigation into the whole thing. A state department investigation is just not going to be good enough. There's going to be a federal body, could even be the ATF with the firearms. ATF, FBI. This whole week is one of huge impact. And there is going to be, oh, thank you, Em. Is it going to bring about big changes, but they're not going to happen overnight. These are major arcana, and time-wise, they are longer term, but months to years, not weeks to months. So stability, 9 of Cups. Okay, he's going to bring a calm and a sense of dignity, but he's also going to, let's put it this way. Apparently the man has a real temper. And there are some people that are going to feel the edge of that, going to feel that temper. But he's not going to use it to grandstand or anything. And a federal agency was involved with the Border Patrol guys team coming in. I don't know how long they were there before they said to the person in charge, stuff it, we're going in. But apparently they were kept from going in for at least 30 minutes when they just said, out of the way. So I think they could have acted sooner too, but because a federal government department was involved, there is going to be the system. The Knight of Discs, husbandry. Okay. He's going to I think he's seriously contemplating doing something, an executive order of something that will at least temporarily put things in abeyance. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to ask that question next. Will they release the 911 recordings? And then I'm going to get another deck. I like having lots of decks around because it means I don't have to, I can give the decks a break and stuff. But shouldn't Garland have something to say about this? We'll go. I think Tuesday maybe. He might do something tomorrow, but will Garland come out with a statement about this on Tuesday? Illumination, Queen of Wands, yes. I do think that he is going to come out with a statement. Is there going to be a task force or special investigation? A mass shooting is classed as one where more than one person is killed or shot. Nostalgia, Six of Cups. Yeah. Nightmares. He will come out and say something. Thank you, Anna Macedo. Thank you. Okay. What was I? Oh, will they release the 911 recordings? Oh my God. Look, I'm not going to put the energy out there, but yeah. You know what happened after 1/6 with some of the law enforcement people? A few of them just couldn't take it. But I'm not. I hope I'm wrong with that. They're just going to be people who won't be able to cope with what they did or didn't do. Please, please, please get hope. Guys, yeah. As I always say, when a pretty heart-wrenching subject, please call out and get help if you feel thoughts and ideations and have suicidal ideations or thoughts or things like that. And please put the message out there to people. If post on everything you can. Prevention hotlines and things, especially if you're in Texas, on any platform you can get it out there. So after this 911 call, I'm going to stop reading on the incident itself and move on to some people who deserve a good swift kick up the butt. So will the 911 calls be released? Eight of discs. Yes. And I'm sorry, it's going to show, at least at the start, some pretty sloppy work. Yes. Oh, Celtics there. Survivor guilt, PTSD. Could I just have a minute, please? Yeah. Celtics there asked what will happen to them. And hi, guys. We're going to move on. I just got a little bit overwhelmed about emotions. So what we're going to move on is to we're going to move on to have a look at how this is going to affect some people's careers. But we'll move on from the actual thing itself, okay? There are some things that flash through my mind that I will not share because and I think we all know what, in a situation like this, what some of those things might be. And it's not denying some of the consequences. It's just not giving that full energy. Okay. So, yeah. I saw something, somebody posted, thoughts and prayers won't help those children. Thoughts and prayers may help with healing, but it won't bring those children back. So do everything you can to get the people out of office who made this possible. Get out there and campaign, and in whatever state you're in. Okay. Will Beto become the next governor of Texas? Let's have a look. Yeah, I just got a bit overwhelmed. The Empress, yes. The Empress. Yes, he will. There was a video about a man in Oregon who, he was a gun owner. He had an AR-15 and he had a pistol, and he just, after this, he just went and he returned them into the police and said, destroy them. And may only be 2, but it's a start. If more people do that, and I think what people should do also is, if they want to, if they're a member of the NRA, resign. Just, no, you're not getting any more of my money. That's it. Leave it. That's one way. Encourage people who are members of the NRA to resign. Yeah, I haven't been on YouTube all week because I've been ill. So, yeah, very ill. Because
Never seen you
yeah, I do think I was one day away from having to go to hospital and blood poisoning.
It came down on you pretty fast.
It did.
You got a high pain tolerance. Very high pain tolerance.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's have a look at Canada for the next week.
Right, no place to put it.
Sunday, Ace of Water.
There you go, sweetie.
Thank you.
Can you get it? Okay. No room for it.
Sunday in Canada. Communication. Support. An outpouring of just love, I think, for this small town. I've got the good tarot. It's gorgeous. This is one of my favorite tarot cards of all my decks. I love this card. Bringing into balance. This, yeah. Monday, 14, patience, temperance. Again, balance, patience, I'm getting this still gathering to their heart, gathering to their heart. You know, because I feel like this seahorse is protecting and gathering the pearl close. Hi, Charlie C. Sage of Fire. Hello. Welcome, my darling. I don't think I've seen you. Shelby Lisa. I am so sorry, my darling. You hang on there. I'm going to read you a card in a minute. Okay. For Shelby Lisa. I'm going to read her a card because she joined the chat yesterday that I stuffed up. And when I do have them for members, I read a card. So if you don't mind, if you guys don't mind, I'll read a card for Shelby Lisa. In fact, I might read a card, do a 10 or 15 minute session at 10 o'clock. I'll do 15 minutes and just read some cards now. And Monday, gathering in and protecting and caring. I do feel like there's going to be Tuesday in Canada. Changes, Wheel of Fortune. Now that's 2 major arcanas in 2 days. The Wheel of Fortune. Something that's just the time has come for some change. I don't know what in, but what is this? What do these changes have to do with? The King of Water, stability. Okay, changes in the King of Water. Smoothing the ways, leadership. Wednesday. Two of Earth. Bit of a juggling. I feel like there might be a little bit of an economic midweek, just maybe something to do with Canada's stock market or something, just a little bit of juggling up and down. But nothing major, but unexpected. Could be in bit of a surprise. So just a little bit of an eek, but nothing major, okay? Yes, you can have a card, Sherry French. Yeah, I will. I'll finish Canada and then I'll do a bit of a card blitz for people. Wednesday, Thursday, Ace of Fire. Clarity. Okay, yeah. This is Thursday is the election in Ontario. Ace of Air. That's clarity. The Ace of Air. Cutting through the ball. I do feel that the guy who's the incumbent will get back in, but it's going to be close. Friday in Canada, the Four of Air. Yeah, rest after pulling back from an agreement. You know what? I think there might be Wednesday. There's definitely going to be taking a step back. I do feel like the Friday is tied into the Tuesday in whatever changes. Taking a step back. Maybe the withdrawal of some support of something. 3 of Fire on Saturday. Ships coming in. Okay, yeah. I do feel like the back end actually, no, it's the back end of the week. It's going to be taken up with the Ontario elections and the results. It's going to take a couple of days, and I think there might be a couple of concessions on Friday, and the results will be in on Saturday. But leading up to it, it almost feels like the country's in some form of mourning and protection. And there'll be a change. But the King of Water, what is the change about? Spirit? Page of Water. Okay, a change from something, an old, not quite sure, something that's very old in Canada, that there'll be a change, and it's like renewed. Maybe the renewal of passion, renewal of inspiration. But again, it's going to be a very emotional week in Canada too. Did somebody take care of that troll? I forgot to ask. Okay, I'm going to do the card things now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. Shelby Lisa, where she came in. Hi, Tammy A. Simply Joan, yes. Will I pull a card for myself? Oh, sweetheart, thank you so much. You're worried about me. Yeah, I was quite ill. I had a severe earache and my face was swollen up. My jaw was misaligned. It was a very rough week. And then I just had brain farts for the last 2 days. And yeah, just totally stuffed up things. Thank you so much. So let's see. Hi, Linda Thompson. I haven't seen you in a while. So Shelby Lisa, I'm going to get a card for you. I'm going to use the animal cards. Okay. So if you want a card, you can ask, and yeah, and I'll highlight as you come. So Shelby Lisa. You can ask a question if you want. Fall and winter. Thoroughly thinking things through before making a decision and okay. Okay. Continuing to overanalyze isn't going to get you any closer to a resolution, but meditation and prayer will bring the answers to you. So step back, close your eyes. Just don't try and overthink things. Let things come to you. Okay? And it's a koala. So, yeah. Find a comfortable place and nestle for a while. And yeah, the solution will come to you, but trying to overanalyze it will lead you down the wrong path. Okay? Yeah, it's got the card for Shelby. Sherry French, hi, my darling. You can have a card. Okay. Sherry. The sun. Whatever you've been planning on will work out, bring you happiness and prosperity and success. You've been working hard for something, Sherry, and it's all going to come together. And your work and your efforts will be recognised. Okay, my darling? Whatever you've been working on will come to fruition. Grandma D. The Two of Winter, the Dachshund dog. Okay. Stop worrying about what others think. The decision you have to make is a very important one for you. And worrying about what others think and what they might say is stopping you from making it. Don't worry about what they think. They're not in their position. They're not the ones having to make the decision. You are. I'm just going to bring this cushion down so you guys can see me above that. Follow your inner guidance, okay? Follow what your gut says. If it says to help somebody else in this situation, then do it, regardless of what others may think. If it says no, you need to do what's best for yourself, not for this other person, then do it. Don't worry what others think. They're not in the position you are in, and so they don't know everything or the facts. Okay? If they don't like it, that's their problem, not yours. And yeah. And if they want to get snotty at you about it, just let them. They'll come round. Okay. Now, Simply Joan, very, very sweet. Draw a card for myself. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to fan the cards out. Life experience, 16, the cuckoo. That's 16. Important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions you know are right for you. Excellent. I am applying for some jobs. It's at the same place, and they said if you're applying for both, just put it in the same letter. And yeah, I just read it and I knew that. So hopefully this means, what is 16? I'm sorry, my darlings. I've just got a total blank on what card number 16 is. No, I think it's a star, isn't it? The cuckoo, life experience, ego, 16. The star, no. Oh, so it's a tower. This is changing, changes that will impact, have a great impact. So it's not a cuckoo in the nest. So yeah, Yes, I think I understand that. Thank you for that. Okay. Yes, you have a provincial election on Thursday, and I do think that Ford is probably going to get re-elected, but it is going to be close. So this might be the last time he gets back in. Thank you, Simply Joan. Oh, Sherry French, thank you. Rolandi, of course you can have a card. Okay. Rolandi, God to the height, greatest truth and compassion. Yeah, a card for Rolandi about her legal issues with her father's will. Will she get to keep her father's house? The 6th of summer. The love and care of children become an important part, or people from your childhood may return. Old memories can be healed, and possibly old childhood dreams are ready to be revived. I think this is a good sign. I do think that this is a good sign. I asked, will you get to keep the house? And it came up about children and everything, and it's generally a yes card. So I do think that this is a good sign. So everybody, positive energy behind Rolanda, that she gets to keep her father's house. You're worried about me too, Kathy. Kathy, did you ask for a card? Sweet pea. You overthink everything. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to go with your gut. And in this instance, yeah. Okay. Sweet pea. Can Sweet pea have a card? The Emperor. The deer mouse. Look at this. Oh, you're a storer. You like to make sure you have everything around you. And your sellers are stocked. Structure and organization are important right now. And don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as much as you have much wisdom to offer. So, yeah, everything around you, you like it just so. And, like the little deer mouse here, a place for everything and everything in its place. And that's really important. And that also, it's part of what gives you confidence to move forward. You might be offered a leadership role. Take it. Okay, Sweet pea? Celtic. Release. 13. It's time to release the past and move on to something new. This ending is the first step on a way to a happier future. This is a beautiful card. Yeah, it's time to let go. The change that's happened, it's irreversible. Things are not going to go back to the way they were. And as painful as it is, it's like, let go of it and move on, because there are better things ahead for you. And, it might feel like fate is mercurial and out to get you. You see the little butterfly there of change. Butterflies signify change and metamorphosis. But it's time to spread your wings, okay? Because I do feel that this change has gotten rid of something that was holding you back. Okay? Oh, thank you, Sherry. Who is making your bathroom light go on? Oh, wow. I'll come back to you, darling. Hi, Greta. Hi, Haga. Hi, Eleanor. Hi, my darling. I am doing card readings. 235 Apple. Yes, of course you can have a card. I'm just making sure I haven't missed anything. How you going, Eleanor? Now I'm going down the list. So if I have missed you, just ask again, okay? Can you have a card? Four of Winter. Now somebody had this earlier, didn't they? Overanalyze and like mother, like daughter. Shelby got this same card. She gets the overanalyzing from you, Eleanor, and yeah, and you find yourself often at the same state of frustration that Shelby might be at times, and just so many things coming at you at once. Sit down, take a deep breath. Honestly, you got the same card, and when you're thinking about something, just focus on the decision, not all the what ifs and whatever. Just focus on the decision that has to be made and go with your gut. And just like, okay, this is it. Don't let everything else, oh, but what is this and what is that and what is this and what is that? No. What will happen, regardless of everything else. Okay? If you make the wrong choice, you make the wrong choice. Okay? But there will be a chance again, but you won't make the wrong choice if you just focus on the decision and not all what ifs. Apple. Now, Apple, did I just do a reading for you, my darling? I'm sorry. No, I haven't. Yeah, that's a lovely picture, Apple. Okay. You come to say hello. You're going to show everyone your pretty face? You're going to show everyone your pretty face? Awakening 12. Look at things in a different way and it will all make sense. Oh, this is the Hangman. Don't worry if your progress is halted temporarily. Things will start moving again soon. Here you is. He's the giraffe. Isn't he cool? Yeah. The giraffes with their long necks and everything, it's like, oh, wow, they must see the world so differently. Allow yourself the flexibility to stop. And don't be afraid if things come to a bit of a halt, because they're supposed to. It's supposed to give you time to review and reassess and just get a different angle on things. And yeah, so I think there's a process happening, and it's like what have I missed? Have I missed something? Have I missed something? If you have, taking a step back, looking at it from a different angle, you will see what you've missed, okay? And then things will get going again. And don't be frustrated. This delay is it's there for you to catch up, basically, and find what you need to find, and then the whole process will start going again smoothly and moving again. Okay? Oh, Patricia, that's lovely. That's a lovely message to Landon. How are you, my darling? Okay. Kathy, you didn't ask for a card. Do you want one? Jack, stop changing your name. Hi, Angela Hone. Will Johnny Depp drop his case? That's an interesting question. Will he drop his case? Wow. Interesting question. The King of Autumn. No, I don't think he will, because this is saying success for him. So no, I don't think he will. Yeah, I don't normally do readings on that, but just a out of the blue question. Oh, Joan, what is making your bathroom light come on? Okay. Yes, Karen, you can have a card. Okay. Hi, Craig. Karen Bissell. What is the deck is the Animal Tarot card. It's by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Okay. This one. The one with the cat from Cats and Dogs. You know, the white Mr. Tinkles. Dog, the white cat who wants to dominate the world. Karen Bissell. The moon. And this is the lynx. Oh, there's that butterfly again. Changes. It's important to trust your intuition, okay? So even if you're unsure of what's happening, all will be revealed soon. So worry is unnecessary. It's a major arcana card, okay? And things are going to come to light about whatever the situation this card is about, that when they do, you'll know you made the right decision. So trust your instinct on the decision you're making, because then things are going to come to light, okay? And you will be relieved you will have made the right decision, and therefore this is a good card. So, because if you're feeling unsure about the whole thing, it's because stuff has not been all presented. Information's being kept back when it shouldn't, and that will come out. So trust your instincts, okay? If it's to go forward with something, do it. because the information that you feel is not there, that should be there, it will come out. Okay, and it'll work out for you. Patricia Francino. What a lovely photo, Patricia. Lovely smile. Oh, Joan, I forgot to ask about Joan. Joan, can I just, all right, I'm going to go back very quickly. I'll come back to you, Patricia. Joan asked, and I completely got sidetracked. I'm so sorry, Joan. Joan asked, what's making her light turn on? I cannot believe I did that. So your bathroom light turn on. What is making Joan's bathroom light turn on? Your light switches are upside down to everyone else's. Everyone else, you switch the light switch down to turn it on. But in America, you switch them up. So it's not gravity. It's got to be forced up. So it's not like it's a loose switch that might fall down on its own, which can happen occasionally. What is going on with your light switch? Who's turning it on? The sun. Bluebird. A child. Acknowledge them. I think it's a child. I don't think there's anything harmful, but I think it's someone who's playful. Generally happy. Don't stress too much about it. Okay, but I got the sun, so nothing bad. Simply, Joan, nothing bad. So this is the question you asked. Happy, childlike, not necessarily a child, but someone who was maybe childlike. They just, yeah, they want you to let you know that they're there, and yeah. If it doesn't scare you or worry you, don't worry about it, because I don't feel anything bad there. Okay. Okay, we'll go Patricia and then Oline. Yeah, he will win his case, yeah. Patricia, I'll do you next. Patricia Francino. And then Oline. Okay. Patricia Francino. You've got release as well. You've got the transition card to release the past and move on and to something new. Yeah. I'm really focused down on the rose here, the white rose, which is a symbol of freedom. The factor is it's no longer there. That factor from the past is no longer there. that held you back and stopped you from doing some things, whether it was a person or a belief in yourself. Someone really, really white-handed you and undermined your confidence. They're not there anymore. Time to let go of their negative confidence. And that white rose is freedom and a fantastic future. You see all those peacock feathers? There are so many choices ahead of you, my darling. Choose those choices ahead of you. Don't choose the choices from the past that held you back. Okay? Aline. This is so much fun. The dreamer. Oh, Aline. Oh, my goodness. The shepherd puppy. You are starting a new adventure. Run free and take a leap of faith. Aline, you're not sure which way to go at the moment. This card, the 0, the 4, the dreamer, is also a card of crossroads. And this little puppy, he's not afraid. He's not even thinking about getting his feet wet. He's not worried about it. He's having so much fun chasing those butterflies and just enjoying life. You've been given an opportunity to move forward on a new phase that's going to let you enjoy what's ahead of you. Don't worry about. Have some faith that everything will work out, because it will. Okay. See the angel following him? It's got a little angel there. It's following him. The puppy and looking after him. Your angel is following you and they'll be there to look after you. Okay. Chase after whatever possibility you want to. Okay, Aline? Don't be afraid to try don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to be, I'll try this. No, it's not really working out. Just try new things as well. Don't be afraid to. If it's not something you like, well, you can always, do something else. Make it a good one. Oh, Kristen, you're going. Would you like a card before you go? Kristen from Uncover the News. 3 of Winter. Rose-breasted grosbeak. Sadness is a part of life, but you don't have to endure it alone. You may need a little time to heal, but once you work your way through the emotions, you will be stronger than before, my darling. It's okay to feel sad and it's okay to feel heartbroken. It's okay to take that time and withdraw from a little bit and just let yourself heal. Okay? Life isn't going anywhere. It will be there for you when you're ready to take it up again. Craig, yes. Oh, what flipped out? Oh. The 10 of Summer. The prairie dog. Look at this. And I feel like this is, it's time to express your love and appreciation for family, be it relatives or a chosen family or close friends. Congratulations may be in order on a happy, fulfilling marriage or raising a happy and balanced children. Let those around you that love you know that you love and appreciate them. And just remember that there are those around you who have been trying to reach you, darling. Let them in a bit more, and you know, you have a wonderful love story in you, and whether it's with family or friends, but let them know that you are there. You do know they're there. Okay? Let them know. And someone might be reaching out for you that you haven't heard from a while as well, I think. And let them know that it's okay. You'll always be there. Hi, Catherine Bush. America is in so much pain right now. We see some positive changes for the better soon. Yeah, if you want to ask a general question, you can ask that too. But I am King of Summer. Yes, that's the King of Cups. A trustworthy person or relationship enters your life. You may receive wise and compassionate advice from someone who speaks directly from the heart. This is Biden. This is Biden. He is going to bring a healing touch. It won't make everything better overnight, but he will make a difference. Okay? Of course, you can ask a spiritual question, my darling. Craig, you know who I'm talking about, don't you? You know who I was talking about. Reach out to them. There may have been differences in the past, my darling, but there. Of course, you can ask a spiritual question, Sweet Pea. How can you open up for your cards? I hadn't had a reading in years. Thank you, Catherine. Hi, Agent Smith. Okay. And I was doing my readings and all that, and I was still feeling like I just something a little bit still wasn't quite 100%. And I thought, hang on, I haven't had my cards read in years and years and years. I want people to have faith in what I say. I have to have faith in what others say. So I went and got a card reading, opened myself up to an extent to somebody else that I haven't in years. Yeah. You don't have to bring them all the way in again, but you can say, yeah, you can say, put out that olive branch and just say, look, I do appreciate you and all that. But you don't have to bring them 100%. Hi, Agent Smith. And Kathy W. I take it Kathy knows you. Tammy A. Cute headscarf. Oh, thank you, my darling. Now, anyone want a card? So, yeah, maybe go and get a reading done and really open yourself up to the reader. Whether you just want a general reading or something. And then every time I get a new deck, I don't spend hours with it. Some people put it in sunlight with crystal on it to charge it. I don't do that. But every new deck I get is I take it out of the pack, and I separate it. I put it in different piles so the cards get mixed. I touch every one. I have a look at every one, and I separate it. So I touch them and I do a separation. So, they're usually all in order of arcana and then houses, major arcana and then the houses and all that. So I mix them up, putting them in usually four different piles and going through and mixing them up. And that's what I do. But it's giving your belief over 100% to what they can do. You don't have to use it to make crucial decisions, but you can use them as a guide. Just understand, opening yourself up 100% to your intuition in the cards. If you're going to use them, you have to believe in what they can do. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kathy W. Do I keep them mixed? Well, yeah. Can I do a card for Brett? Yes, I can. And how's Thing going? Brett, Shelva Lisa's husband, Brett. Tell Thing I said hello. Oh, hang on. He's sitting in, so I'm assuming that he's open to it. 5 of Spring. Ram. Okay. He's a stubborn bugger. He's a stubborn bugger. Let's see. Occasionally you may experience clashes with others. If you decide the matter is worth your energy, then do what you can to minimize the conflict without sacrificing your goals and beliefs. Okay. So yeah, always aim for the best outcome. But always bear in mind too, my darling Brett, that the best outcome might not necessarily be of the benefit for you. And understand that when you need to say, okay, this is what it is, I can't change it. So I have one of these at home too. You are not the type to stir up conflict for conflict's sake. You are you believe in standing up for what is right. And so you won't just, some people will just stir up conflict to amuse themselves. You're not that. But yeah, just make sure that, just understand that sometimes the outcome you have to fight for isn't necessarily what you might think is best, but what is best in a situation. But otherwise, congratulations for standing up for what you believe in. Yes, my darling.
Hey, baby, can I use your phone, please?
I guess. I don't know where it is.
Yep.
You're going to call Dennis.
Yes.
Tell him I said hello. It's spot on. Oh, mixed decks together. No, I don't. I generally just read from the one deck, unless I'm using a clarifying deck, which I will use to clarify something so that the energy is a fresh energy. But no, I don't mix my decks together. Like I wouldn't mix this with the Archangel deck or the Fairy deck or something like this. No, I believe the energy of each deck is different. For me, the energy that each deck holds is very significant, and what might be a deck that is suitable for one area to look at might not be suitable for another. And that when I'm looking for clarifications, if I bring in a different deck, it's because I feel like there's more to this than is covered. So, yeah, of course you can have a card. As a roller skate guard. There'll be lots of clashes there, shall we, Lisa? Tammy, can you have a card? Of course you may, my darling. Of course you may. Is it possible that an energy behind a deck can lie to you? This is where you have to be careful about buying decks that have, or getting decks that have belonged to others. If you have, then the energy, it's really important to do a thorough cleansing of the deck. And I did that. I bought a couple of secondhand decks, and honestly, there was, I said I don't, with new decks, I don't put them in the sun or put crystals on them or anything. But the 2 decks or 3 decks that I have bought that have been used by other people, 3 days in the sun with a crystal on them to thoroughly cleanse them. And yeah, and also I weighed them over flames. I haven't done that in a while, but so doesn't seem to be very accurate. So this is a new deck. When you read on yourself, yeah, reading on yourself is a bit of a lot of people. I don't generally do it because you're too close, and you're thinking, oh my God, it's just really, it's got to be lying to me, because of course you feel you're hopeful for certain outcomes. So yeah, it's really hard to maintain that objectivity on yourself. But yeah, give it a good cleanse. You can fan it out, you can just put it in a stack, whatever. And yeah, if you've got a clear quartz crystal, put it on that and put it in a place where it can get sunshine for a couple of days. Oh, it's that thing who's got a job as a safeguard, as a skate guard. Tammy. Thank you, Shelby Lisa. The star, my darling. You have the star, the Oriole. You're about to take a big leap forward in your life. Worry will be replaced with optimism, fear with hope, and joy is coming home to roost. This changes, of course, the butterfly features very much in this deck. And look at that river. Rivulets, different pathways, flowing. You never know which way the stream is going to go, what direction it's going to go off in. It's pouring over rocks. Some could be pouring into the rocks and going underground. Some could be flowing over the rocks, some of the water. But it's go with the flow, my darling. Go with the flow of the water. Keep your eye on the North Star. Things are promising for your future. Okay? Embrace the hope and let go of the fear. You know, even if things don't quite turn out the way you pictured they would, they're going to turn out the way that's best for you. Trust that. Okay? Yeah, some people do that. I can never remember. I keep meaning to go out and look at the full moon. I never remember to. So I use sunlight if I do a card cleansing because I never remember to go out and check the full moons. I wanted to go out and watch that lunar eclipse the other week and I forgot all about it. A deck that is given with love will always have love attached to it. That's a special deck, Shelby. Does anyone else want to read it? Want a card? And Adrian Smith, it is nice to meet you too. Okay, look, guys, it hasn't quite been my normal 3 hours, but I'm still taking. You've lost 2 decks. Of course, I can pull a card for you. You've lost 2 decks. If you've been looking madly for them, just stop looking for a couple of days. That's just a common sense. That's what I always do. And you will spot them. They're very special decks. I make the mistake of when I see something and I know it's going to be needed, I make a note of where I've seen it. And of course, I never remember. You've seen it. You've seen them a couple of times and then couldn't remember. A drawer or bookshelf. Your hubby bought them for you. Oh, that's sweet. I think maybe someone's taken them down or something to have a look at them and didn't put them back where they should have gone and maybe just put them somewhere. Yeah, I will, my darling. I'm going to read the card for Agent Smith and then I'm going to wrap up for the day because I'm still recovering from the ear. It did make me very ill. So, Anne told me the other day that I was grey. And is Agent Smith your mum? Yeah, a drawer or yeah, possibly a cabinet. Yeah, shelves in a cabinet. So yeah, thank you, Tammy A. Agent Smith. I'm wondering where I should refocus your energy. She passed 25 years ago and she still nicks them. Okay. So your mum's been moving them. Okay. Yep. Okay. Can somebody get rid of the troll, please? The 8 of Summer, my darling. The 8 of Cups. You were wondering where you should refocus your energies. Okay. This is a kangaroo. You feel that there's more to life than what you're living. So it's time to move on. You may be moving from a situation that isn't good for you, or perhaps you're being drawn to what would make you happy. Either way, you're in control. So you are in control of where you go from here, but you're finding it difficult to refocus your energy. Okay. I'm getting prioritized. You want to do so much. Yes, Yvonne, you can have a card. And you want to do so much. There's so much you want to do. And you're like a bit flitty. It's like a little bit like you're wandering along and, with the dog cartoon where they go squirrel and the dog's like, ah, you're a bit squirrel. But there are some things you really should focus on for your future. And there's at least 2 things. Think about your top 2 priorities of what you want from your future and really focus on them. And every time you get a squirrel feeling, just say, nah, not even going to look, but refocus. So those 2 top things, and start with the most important of those 2 and focus on it. For a few minutes every day. So take the top priorities for you and focus on each one separately, not as a group, for a few minutes every day. Focus on that one thing. Focus. Write down what you want to do with that. So take it, grab a notebook, write it down. Put it, if you've got a whiteboard or blackboard or a message board, pin it up there. Okay? Yeah, you get trapped in moments. Yep. Okay. Yvonne White, I am loving these. I really am. Oh, your Chewy is under the bed now. Poor Baba. Yes. Even cut it down to 2. I keep getting 2 for you, Agent Smith. So 2 ideas at a time. And that doesn't mean that you can't the next day take a couple of ideas and take a turn to focus them. But do a little bit of a routine. Today I'm going to focus on A and B. C, D, and E, or C and D can wait till tomorrow. And I'll focus then and write down, focus on them and write things down. And then go back every couple of days. What have I achieved with this one? So, yeah. Yvonne White, hello, my darling. It's called menopause. The Queen of Spring, the Queen of Wands, you are very protective. You often act on instinct, and you have a real belief that things will turn out. Don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it. Okay? So somewhere along the way, you've lost just a wee bit of a you used to trust your instincts a lot more than you do now. Possibly it's just age and life experience that says sometimes trusting your instincts is not always the way to go. You don't always have to follow your instincts, but use it as a check. You don't have to, if your instinct says, whoa, check it out some more, do that. Okay? Because I think what's happened is when you have followed your instincts, yes, this is good, yeah, that's been fine. But when you've gotten the, whoa, stop, check it out a bit more, you've been, no, I'm not going to do that because everyone else tells me it's going to be fine. No, trust your instinct a little bit more. If it's a whoa, stop, check it out a bit more, do that. And you don't let anyone tell you can't do it. Okay? You used to get fired up when somebody says, nah, that's not going to happen. Or, no, I don't think you can do it. Like when you were a kid, if somebody said, you can't do that, I bet you can't do that, you're like, watch me, you know, hold my lollipop, I'm going to do it. And of course, as we get older, sometimes we lose a little bit of that feistiness. Bring it back. Bring it on, girl. Bring back that feistiness. If somebody tells you you can't do it, say, hold my lollipop and buy coffee. Okay. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to go now. Thank you so much. Thank you for the donations. They do actually make a real difference, and I do appreciate them. And yeah, so thank you for joining me. And thank you for understanding me for wrapping up a little bit earlier. I started a little bit earlier, and I think that I might start doing that now, from now on too. So please, my darlings, stay safe, stay happy, stay strong, stay healthy, and stay loving. I will be back Tuesday night, my time, which is Tuesday morning yours. And yes, I am looking after myself. I am taking the antibiotics, putting in the eardrops, getting rest when I need to. And yeah, so, and I think we will do some more of these. I think I might start doing some on Sundays. Sundays might be a bit of a mix, okay? So, and if you do want a fuller reading, just email me and I'll send you the details and stuff. If you do want a more comprehensive reading, okay? Love you all and take care of yourselves, my darling. Take time to give yourself permission to feel grief and yeah. You each have a wonderful light inside you. Let it glow. Okay? Mwah.